The Dimapur Municipal Council has banned the sale and distribution of unlabeled 20-liter packaged drinking water containers and other consumables without proper packaging information. On 12 August, Nagaland University Kohima campus held an anti-ragging day program to kick off the UGC's anti-ragging week. BJP Nagaland formally handed over certificates to its new office bearers on August 11 at the residence of the state BJP president. United Naga Council, the apex body in Manipur, has announced plan to escalate its agitation within 15 days after its 20-day ultimatum to the governments of Manipur and Indian Express. Day after Pakistan, Indian Army Chief General renewed nuclear threat to Indian, former Pakistani Foreign Minister Bilawal warned of war if India alters the Indus Water Treaty. Hello and welcome to Nltv English Primetime. This is Chanchan Kasar and now the news in detail. The Ansang Government High School, which caters to 9 villages, has been functioning without a qualified science teacher for over 1.5 years, with a chowkidar illegally teaching science and a carpenter handling mathematics. The school also lacked qualified English and science teachers, a headmaster and essential support staff. Despite submitting 20 applications and appealing to the local MLA, only 3 to 4 unqualified substitute teachers were reportedly sent. The Ansang Student Union, led by President Rangtalak Pame, has strongly criticized the education department, calling it one of the most corrupted in the state. The union has warned of launching intensive agitation if qualified teachers are not posted immediately, citing the urgent need to restore proper education standard in the region.
I would like to thank all the media fraternity for accepting our invitation and for providing us a platform to share our grievances against the government for neglecting our school for more than 2 years. Now sitting on my left, this is the president of ZMS Students Union, and then on my right, we have the president of Zeliangrong Students Union and their colleagues. So today, we are here to discuss about the school, the only government school in Nagaland where a chowkidar is teaching science, a carpenter is teaching maths. This is a complete negligence of the education department. Now we say that education students are the future leaders, but then the pillars of our nation has been destroyed. Knowingly, we have given multiple applications. I have all these applications with me. We have appealed to all the concerned authorities from the grassroots level to the top. We have submitted our application in our locality. That is, we have submitted 4 applications to 4 EACs who was posted to Nsong headquarters, but they were transferred back without solving the issue. And then we have also approached 4 GOs of parent who was transferred without solving the issue. Again, we also approached the Deputy Commissioner of Parent to solve our issue. And we have also approached the concerned MLA to solve our issue. And he has also given his recommendation letter. Finally, we have submitted 3 official letters to the Principal Director. 1 is an application to redeploy the science teacher. 2 is a joint statement of all the CSOs. And 3rd is the ultimatum submitted recently. So, all total, if we compile everything, we have 20 applications submitted to the concerned authorities. And then for 2.5 years, our school has been neglected. That is why we are here to speak out, to fight for our right, to voice out, and to share our struggles that has been neglected by the department. So now, Nsong Government High School, that is the only government high school in our area that covers 9 villages and a total population of 5,000 minimum and maximum 10,000. Now, I would like to wake up the sleeping department, the education department, for their negligence to our area. We traveled 150 kilometers just for this press conference. And as I speak now, the villagers, they're conducting peaceful agitation. And we have shut down the schools. And I would like to send a strong message to the education department that until and unless we get our science teacher and English teacher, we will not open the school. And if after this press conference, if the department doesn't take any action, we will intensify our agitation. And I would like to send a strong message to the department that if they fail to do that, the union, the representative of all the CSOs, we will not be responsible for any casualties or any other incidents, untoward incidents. The department will be held completely responsible for anything. So now, our demand is loud and clear. It is non-negotiable. Education department, I am very disappointed how to take how to perceive their character. We have submitted 12 applications, but I am not sure whether the education department knows how to read the letter. I would like to thank all the media fraternity for accepting our invitation and for providing us a platform to share our grievances against the government for neglecting our school.
On 12 August, Nagaland University Kohima campus held an anti-ragging day program to kick off the UGC's anti-ragging week. Officials highlighted NUKC's ragging-free record and urged students to foster respect and safety on campus. They even featured competitions on anti-ragging teams with winners awarded prizes and included a video screening. Student leader emphasized the importance of kindness and unity in maintaining a safe campus culture. The program was chaired by Dr. Sima R. Thapa and attended by faculty, students and staff, ending with a national anthem. The Dimapur Municipal Council has banned the safe sale and distribution of unlabeled 20-liter packaged drinking water containers and other consumable without proper packaging information. In a press release, DMC cited violations of Food Safety and Standard Authorities of Indian norm and raised concern about potential health risk. Traders have been directed to immediately stop selling such product. The council warned that regular inspection will be carried out and strict action taken under the Food Safety and Standard Act against violators. In preparations for the upcoming Independence Day celebration, a mass social work was carried out across Jalukhe town on 12th of August. The initiative saw active participations from government officials, teachers, students and residents. The cleanup drive covered government schools, office and ward, focusing on drain cleaning, waste removal and beautification of ensure a clean and welcoming environment for the national event. To support the effort, all business establishments remained closed during the activity, allowing full participation from shopkeepers and the business community. In Kohima, Nagaland startup ecosystem reached a new milestone with the conclusion of a 3-day program organized by Startup Nagaland, ending on August 11 with the state first ever HNIS awareness session at Hotel Vivor. They even connected entrepreneurs, mentors and high net worth individuals to bridge the gap between local capital and local startup. The program included a mentorship bootcamp and startup showcases with experts sharing strategies and growth. CEO P. Tokugasema urged HNIs to support startups not just financially but through mentorship and network, calling them catalysts for Nagaland's economic future. PEC District Level Coordination Committee under the National Tobacco Control Program held its quarterly review meeting on August 11, chaired by Deputy Commissioner Ratsudongoro at the District Conference Hall PEC. The meeting reviewed the progress of tobacco control initiative in the district. Key officials, including the SP, DEO, DPRO, Superintendent of Taxes, and civil society representatives, participated in the discussion. The District Planning and Development Board meeting for Mokokchung and Shamator were held on August 12, addressing the key issues in education, infrastructure and connectivity. In Mokokchung, Deputy Commissioner Ajit Kumar Verma IAS chaired the meeting, welcoming new members and approving grant in aid for 2 schools. In Shamator, the board supported constituting a primary school in Nltv village and acquiring land for an integrated office complex. The Sipongor Hooker Junction Road was flagged for urgent repair and soil colonies upgradation to a ward was approved. Both board resolved to follow up on proposals with relevant department, reaffirming their commitment to district development and welfare. The BJP Nagaland formally handed over certificates to its new office bearers on August 11 at the residence of the state BJP president. The event was attended by cabinet ministers, advisors and senior party members, marking a fresh chapter in the party's organizational setup.
Yadami, Azi, politics to Logobo, Holibi. We should unite and we should have soft corner for our BJP Karikadas, BJP workers, and we would try our best to fight in 2028 election. And Amikan Miligina Kam Kuriledo. Why not we can do better than the last 2 elections? 2018 we got only 12 members. 2023 also we got only 12 elected members. Amikan Nagaland BJP 60 MLA seat parota para opor pochibo na paribo koina kiba esorra pon kore kina ase naki. We must fight to increase our seat during this coming 2028 election under the presidency of our respected State President Benjamin G. Kaila Pia Gotanu Goge, American legislators Pia Gotanu Goge, American Mazode, Edo, Ekta Pia Goegina, American Mazode, misunderstanding create Koroboni TV. We should all unite to strengthen our party. Amido Ekla Holibi, BJP Day Moribo. 2008 I got elected with BJP decade. I have completed 43 years in politics. 1982, 23rd February, the American election vote cast today. But why? I mean, to so bragade where all over India state election came in the way. I have completed 43 years now, but do I look like 43 years? I completed 43 years. After joining BJP, I'm becoming younger and younger. I still feel that I'm sweet 16. In 1982, they have done the Pishi at the Tagadu Totem Wanai. It was time for a Nikilea Hase. Party do Azi Yade Chow, BJP de join Koribo, Kali Tosa Party de join Korobo. Please don't do that. Aro Yade Etiado Center de India, BJP alliance with other small political parties. Delhi de BJP role हुआ पर PC join होगो. पीछे de election time de puncha time de अपना कम BJP छारे के ना पूर्णम पुलिस होगुले अपना के ना छारे बोले. BJP Surkari Nagaland ke Nahata Kapikan so BJP de Thagimuna Nai. How to Thagido? Aji Yade Thagibo, Kali Yade Thagibo. Eto political party de Nagan Nai. Eto Bura Aji de Dum Kobule Nai Holebi, Kitabi Naga Literal Party Senior Karikadas. Inagan Lukura Nai, Inagan Time de Nogule Kitago. Eto Bura.
Nagaland on August 12 launched the Intensified Information Education and Communication Campaign 2.0 to boost HIV prevention and awareness across the state. The campaign was inaugurated by Health and Family Welfare Minister P. Paiwang Konyak at the NBCC Convention Center, Kohima. Emphasizing the power of awareness, the minister said information is empowerment, education is transformation, and communication is connection, and called for united effort to ensure knowledge travel faster than disease. Nagaland currently has an HIV prevalence rate of 1.37% among adults, the second highest in India, with 15,223 people on earth and 64 OST centers treating over 10,000 injecting drug users.
A very good morning to all of you. First of all, let us thank our Almighty God for giving us this beautiful day where all of us are in good health present to attend this occasion. It is indeed an honor and a privilege to address you all on this significant occasion. As we launch a 2-month campaign on intensified information, education, and communication in Nagaland today. Information is not just a data, it is empowerment. Education is not just learning, it is transformation. And communication is not just words, it is connection. Over the next 2 months, we will reach out to communities in every nook and corner, in urban cities and in the rural, to young and old, taking with us not just information, but inspiration. We know that information alone is not enough. It must be communicated in ways that connect with people's life, beliefs, and aspirations. Friends, Nagaland stands at a crucial moment. As per Integrated Counseling and Testing Center, ICTC program data, Nagaland HIV epidemic has been moving towards a steadily decline over the past few years. However, the concern is that the prevalence of HIV amongst the adult population of 15 to 49 years is at 1.37%, which is still at the second highest prevalence in India. Therefore, this day, we have the presence of honorable members from the Nagaland Legislative Assembly, where they will be disseminating this information to the rural masses. Nagaland epidemic is driven by transmission through first unprotected sex with an infected person through the sexual route, which contribute to 85% of the infection. Secondly, through injections, routes from an infected needles and syringes is at 8.7%. And the third route from an infected parent who are not on treatment to the unborn child is only at 5.4%. As of June 2025, a total of 15,323 people living with HIV are on antiretroviral therapy, treatment which is mentioned as ART. Nevertheless, Nagaland is also one of the states in India which has established opioid substitution therapy, OST, we generally name it. Centers in all the district hospitals, some CHCs, PHCs, health and wellness centers, and through NGOs. At present, we have 64 centers providing treatments, therapy to more than 10,000, injecting drug users from across the state. A very good morning to all of you.
We will now take a short break. Stay tuned, we'll be right back. Welcome back, viewers. Let's get back with the news. Two poachers were arrested at Laurijan on the Assam-Nagaland border during a police check. They were found carrying a dead deer shot with bullet in an auto rickshaw traveling from Delhi to Dimapur. The arrested men are Jim Yantan from Dimapur and Joya Singchon from Karbi Anglong. Police handed over the poachers, their auto rickshaw and deer carcass to the forest department. The forest team then sent them to Dipu for further action. Sikkim Chief Minister Prem Singh Tamang reaffirmed his government's dedication to improving judicial access to the foundation stone laying ceremony for the district court complex at Pakyong on Tuesday. He called court temples of justice and stressed the project's role in bringing legal service closer to remote communities. Tamang highlighted reform like the newly established Directorate of Prosecution aimed at ensuring timely and fair justice. He also noted progress on the Sikkim National Law University to train future legal professionals. The CM praised the implementation of history legal reform and lauded the State Legal Service Authority for spreading legal awareness across schools and villages. Gorchuk police led by DCP Parmanaf arrested three youth Manjahidul Islam, Anwar Hussain and Anarul Islam during a raid at Jyotikuchi Dopala in Guwahati. Police seized 9 kg of ganja and two two-wheelers during the operation. The accused reportedly brought the ganja from Dalgav to sell in Jyotikuchi. The 64th Subroto Cup will start in August 19 in New Delhi with 106 teams competing in 3 categories: junior boy, junior girls and sub-junior boys. 4 international teams from Sri Lanka and Nepal will also participate. The tournament, organized by the Subroto Mukherjee Sport Education Society, will take place across Delhi NCR and Bengaluru until September 25. It aims to provide a platform for young players to showcase their talent, with 7 players selected for advanced training in Germany. The event, created in 1960 to promote grassroots football, will feature over 200 matches to venue at Delhi in Bengaluru.
I had come to say good morning, ladies and gentlemen, but now I have to say good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We've crossed 12 noon. Warm welcome to all to this press conference for the 64th edition of the Subroto Cup International Football Tournament 2025. The tournament has a unique format where champion school teams from every state and union territory, along with teams from friendly foreign nations, come together to compete for one of the most prestigious school-level football titles in Asia. It is not only a sporting event, but also a strong symbol of national integration and unity through sports. The 64th edition of the tournament is scheduled from 19th of August, that is next week, to 25th September 2025, with 106 teams participating, including international teams from Sri Lanka and Nepal. This speaks volumes about the tournament's global reach and rising stature. As we continue to pursue our ultimate goal of nurturing young football talent, this tournament provides an ideal platform for school children to showcase their talent, gain exposure, and prepare for progression into senior level football. As part of our commitment to prevent age fraud in age group tournaments, we would be carrying out skeleton age determination test this year as per the guidelines of the All India Football Federation. I would like to thank the Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports, Sports Authority of India, and the All India Football Federation for supporting our efforts in promotion of the game over the years. A very special welcome to Ms. Dalima Chibber, our celebrated national player, who is an inspiration for aspiring footballers across the country. Her journey from playing in local academies to representing India on the international stage is a testament to what dedication and hard work can achieve. I am also happy to announce that Dalima Chibber is an alumnus of the Subrato Cup, having participated in the tournament during her school days. Her presence here today completes a full circle from a budding school-level footballer to a national icon. Thank you, Dalima, for being with us today and for being a true role model for thousands of young footballers. I also extend my sincere gratitude to our esteemed sponsors. Your support is vital to the success and expansion of the Subrato Cup, and we look forward to a continued and long-standing partnership in promoting football in our country. A word of appreciation to our media friends.
Several opposition MPs from the Indian bloc protested at the Parliament House complex on Tuesday against the Election Commission's voter list revision on Bihar. Many wore white t-shirts showing the name and photo of a 124-year-old voter allegedly listed on Bihar's voter list. Congress leader Mallikarjun Kharge, Sonia Gandhi, Priyanka Gandhi Vadra, along with TMC's Direk, DMK's TR Balu and others from DMK and left parties gathered near Parliament's Makhar Dwar. They held protests and shouted slogans demanding the rollback of the special intensive revision exercise. This was the 15th day of the protest. The opposition alleged that the SIR aims to disenfranchise voters in Bihar before upcoming assembly election and demands a discussion in the parliament. Trinamool Congress leader Abhishek Banerjee said PM Modi and his cabinet should resign if the Election Commission finds problem in voter list. He also said the Lok Sabha should be dissolved. Banerjee criticized the EC for targeting only some states like Bihar and West Bengal for voter roll revision. But others like Gujarat, he said the revision should happen nationwide. He claimed the current government's legitimacy is doubtful since it was elected since the disputed voter list. Banerjee accused the BJP of using voter roll charges to weaken opposition in Bihar.
कल जो हुआ दिल्ली में लोकतांत्रिक तरीके से शांतिपूर्ण तरीके से 300 सांसद ऑपोजिशन के और इनमें बहुत सारे महिला सांसद भी थे, इनको जिस तरीके से दिल्ली पुलिस ने धक्का दिया, इनके साथ बर्ताव किया, इनको रोका, ये स्पष्ट दिखाता है, दर्शाता है कि इलेक्शन कमीशन चुनाव आयोग डरा हुआ है। इनके पास हमारे सवाल के कोई जवाब नहीं है। अगर आपके पास जवाब है तो आप दो भाई कि एक ही एपिक नंबर पे गुजरात में और बंगाल में वोटर कैसे है, एक ही नाम पे अलग अलग 10 पोलिंग स्टेशन में वोटर कैसे है, एक ही एड्रेस पे 5 बाई 10 स्क्वायर फीट एक मकान में 100 वोटर कैसे रह सकते हैं, जिनका कोई अता पता कोई एग्जिस्टेंस नहीं है। और इलेक्शन कमीशन अगर कह रहा है कि वोटर लिस्ट में गलती है, ऑपोजिशन के सारी पार्टी कह रहा है कि एसआईआर नहीं होना चाहिए। मैं इलेक्शन कमीशन को कहूंगा कि चलिए मैं मानता हूं आप सही कह रहे हो, तो पहला तरीका क्या होना चाहिए, पहला स्टेप क्या होना चाहिए, इसी इलेक्टोरल रोल और वोटर लिस्ट के आधार पे देश का प्रधानमंत्री चुना गया है 1 साल पहले। इसी वोटर लिस्ट और इलेक्टोरल रोल के आधार पर बीजेपी के 240 सांसद चुने गए हैं। इसी वोटर लिस्ट के आधार पे देश के गृह मंत्री चुने गए हैं। इसी वोटर लिस्ट के आधार पे देश के स्वास्थ्य मंत्री चुने गए हैं, रक्षा मंत्री चुने गए हैं। इसी वोटर लिस्ट के आधार पर जो इलेक्शन कमीशन कह रहा है जिसमें फेक वोटर है, इसी वोटर लिस्ट के आधार पर यही सांसद जो चुने गए हैं वो आने वाले दिन में राष्ट्रपति चुनेंगे, उपराष्ट्रपति चुनेंगे। तो पहला कदम चुनाव आयोग का यह होना चाहिए कि अगर वोटर लिस्ट में कोई भी इरेगुलरिटी है तो भाई लोकसभा डिसॉल्व होनी चाहिए। आप लोकसभा डिसॉल्व करिए, पूरा देश में एसआईआर करिए, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है। लेकिन आप सिलेक्टिव नहीं कर सकते ना कि गुजरात में एसआईआर नहीं होगा, गुजरात में वोटर लिस्ट ठीक है, उत्तर प्रदेश में वोटर लिस्ट ठीक है, मध्य प्रदेश में ठीक है और बंगाल में नहीं है, बिहार में नहीं है, तमिलनाडु में नहीं है। क्यों नहीं है? आपको पता है कि बिहार में अगर लोग वोटाधिकार अपना लोकतांत्रिक अधिकार प्रयोग करेंगे तो आप हारोगे, आप चुनाव जीत नहीं सकते लोकतंत्र तरीके से। तो आप लोग का जो हक है, जो डेमोक्रेटिक राइट है, वो छीनना चाहते हैं। ये एक तरफा तो हो नहीं सकता। जो नियम और जो कानून आपके लिए एप्लीकेबल है वही नियम और वही कानून इस देश में, अगर मैं बंगाल में हूं और आप गुजरात में हैं तो एक ही कानून है भाई। अगर एसआईआर
India has signed an agreement with Zambia to promote trade between cooperative groups in both countries. Cooperation Minister Amit Shah told Parliament on Tuesday the deal signed on July 18 aims to strengthen ties and provide trade support to cooperatives. Shah said the Cooperation Minister is working with India's mission abroad to help National Cooperative Export Limited access market data and link up with foreign imports. NCL has also signed MOUs with partners in Senegal and Indonesia. Following its directive to permanently relocate stray dogs from Delhi NCR street, the Supreme Court on Tuesday issued a circular mandating that all leftover food inside the premises be disposed of in covered dustbin to prevent attracting stray animals and reduce bite incident. The circular highlighting a stray rise in stray dog roaming inside court corridors and urging strict disposal of food to maintain hygiene and safety. It warned against discarding food in open and uncovered containers. On August 11, the court described the stray dog bite situation as extremely grim and opened the permanent relocation of all stray dogs in Delhi NCR within 6 to 8 weeks with plan to create shelters for around 5,000 dogs. Indigo will start 4 weekly flights from Mumbai to Tashkent on Almaty in September, opening new international route. The airline recently began flight from Mumbai to Georgia. According to a statement on Tuesday, the directive flight from Mumbai to Tashkent and Almaty will begin on September 1 and September 2 respectively. Indigo had temporarily stopped flight to Almaty and Tashkent since April because of issues with aircraft range following the closure of Pakistan's airspace. With over 400 planes, Indigo operate flight to more than 40 international and 90 domestic destinations with over 2,200 flights daily. Arunachal Chief Minister Pema Khandu and Governor Lieutenant General K.T. Patnaik inaugurated the Tiranga Mahotsav celebration, unity, cultural and patriotism in Arunachal Pradesh. The event began with the Tiranga Mela and a patriotic concert, setting a tone of national pride. Governor Patnaik also opened an exhibition showcasing the work of local farmers, artisans and weavers, underlining the state's cultural and economic vitality. CM Khandu thanked the Department of Art and Culture for curating a program that celebrated sharp identity and community strength. Three men from Odisha died after being hit by a pickup truck on the outer ring road near Kisara on Monday afternoon. The victim, aged 22 to 30, were planting saplings and walking beside the road when the truck struck them from behind. The driver, believed to be drowsy, was taken into custody and a case has been registered. Congress leader Rahul Gandhi said the Supreme Court's order to remove all stray dogs from Delhi NCR is a step back from human science-based policies. He called blanket removals cruel and urged for shelter, sterilization, vaccination and community care to keep people safe without harming animals. The Supreme Court asked authorities to create shelters for about 5,000 dogs within a week, warning of strict action against anyone blocking the process. The court also ordered shelters to have proper staff, sterilization, vaccination and CCTV to ensure dog welfare. India is worried as China reportedly begins building a large dam on the Brahmaputra River in Tibet. The Indian government said it is closely watching the project, which could affect water supply, environment and politics in South Asia. The dam is being built on the Yarlung Tsangpo, the upper part of the Brahmaputra. India has asked China to share information and consult with downstream countries before continuing. The area is fragile and prone to earthquake, rising fears of flood and harm to local life. India has also pushed for China to resume sharing important water data, especially during the monsoon season. While China says the dam supports clean energy, India worries it could control water flow, impacting millions downstream. Akasa Air will start daily direct flight between Mumbai and Phuket, Thailand from September 20 as part of its Southeast Asia expansion. This marked the airline's 6th international destination. Currently, Akasa Air flies to 23 domestic and 5 international cities including Doha, Jeddah, Riyadh, Abu Dhabi and Kuwait City. The airline launched in August 2022 plans to grow further in SAARC and Asia's region in the upcoming years, using new airports like Navi Mumbai and Noida to expand its network. The special investigation team probing allegations of multiple bodies buried in the Dharmasthala village has begun inspections with ground-penetrating radar technology. On Monday, the SIT along with GRP experts surveyed the 13th site near the Netravati betting gut identified by the complaint. The exercise aims to verify claim made by a former sanitation worker who alleged he was forced to bury numerous bodies, including women and minors, some showing signs of sexual assault between 1995 and 2014. Therefore, skeletal remains have been found at 2 sites so far. In Kalispell, MTA small plane crashed Monday afternoon at Kalispell City Airport. bursting into flame and colliding with a stationary aircraft on the taxiway. The ferry crash created a massive fireball and thick smoke visible across the city. 2 of the 4 people on board the moving craft sustained minor injuries. One was inside the second plane, according to Fire Chief J. Emergency responders arrived quickly and the FAA has launched an investigation. The plane reportedly caught fire was just impact. A day after Pakistan Army Chief General Asim Munir renewed nuclear threat to India, former Pakistani Foreign Minister Bilawal Bhutto warned of war if India alters the Indus Water Treaty. Speaking at the government event in Sindh, Bhutto accused India of attacking Pakistan and declared that every Pakistani is ready to fight. Bhutto said Pakistan did not start the conflict and has always sought peace, but now that it has started, Pakistan will not back down. He vowed Pakistan are strong enough to reclaim all 6 rivers under the treaty and will never bow to Indian pressure.
हम इस जिद्दोजहद में मुझे आपकी ज़रूरत है। हमने सब एक होके मोदी की बर्बारियत पे, मोदी के इस हमले के बारे में, मोदी के इस इरादे के बारे में आवाज़ उठाना है और जिद्दोजहद करना है ताकि इस जुल्म को भी हम रोक सकें। मैं जानता हूं कि आप में इतना ताकत है, इस मुल्क के अवाम में इतना ताकत है कि जंग की सूरत हो तो जंग में भी हम इनका मुकाबला कर सकते हैं और जो आपके 6 के 6 दरिया है वो वापस हासिल भी कर सकते हैं। और अगर ये हमें मजबूर करते हैं, पाकिस्तान ने ये जंग नहीं छेड़ा था। हम हमेशा अमन के बारे में बात करते हैं। जहां दुनिया भर में पाकिस्तान के सफ़ीर पहुंचे, नुमाइंदे पहुंचे, हमने अमन की बात की, भारत ने जंग की बात की। लेकिन अगर जंग छेड़ा गया है तो हम शाह अब्दुल लतीफ़ बिठाई की धरती से मोदी सरकार को बताना चाहेंगे कि हम पीछे नहीं हटते, हम झुकते नहीं हैं। और अगर आप सिंधु की तरफ इस किस्म की हमला के बारे में सोचेंगे तो फिर पाकिस्तान के हर सूबे के अवाम आपका मुकाबला करने के लिए।
Multiple explosions at a U.S. steel plant near Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania have killed 2 people and injured 10 others, according to the company and local authorities. The explosion happened at the Clearton Cokework plant just before 11 a.m. on Monday. Firefighters worked to control the flame and heavy smoke coming from the plant. 2 people were first reported missing, but one was found and taken to a hospital. The other person's status is still unknown. The cause of the explosion has not been determined yet, and officials say it will take time to investigate. U.S. Steel is working with local authorities to find out what happened. In Edinburgh, a major wildfire erupted Sunday afternoon at Arthur's Seat, the iconic peak in Holyrood Park. The Scottish Fire and Rescue Service confirmed that emergency crews responded around 16:57 BST as flames swept across the dry hillside, sending thick smoke over the city. Police Scotland urged the public to stay away to ensure emergency access. Videos shared online showed fast-moving flame engulfing grassland. No injuries have been reported. Prime Minister Narendra Modi spoke on the phone with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky on Monday. Modi confirmed India's strong and steady support for a peaceful solution to the conflict with Russia. According to a government statement, President Zelensky shared his view on recent events in Ukraine during the call. Prime Minister Modi thanked President Zelensky and said Indians support effort to bring peace as soon as possible. He also promised India would help in any way it can. The two leaders also talked about the progress in the partnership between India and Ukraine and discussed how to work together more in areas that interest both countries. Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky has warned that Russian President Vladimir Putin is not planning for peace but instead is preparing for more attack in Ukraine. Zelensky stated that Russia is redeveloping its troops, indicating plan for new offensive operation. He believed Putin will use his meeting with former US President Donald Trump to show a personal victory, but that this will not change Russia's action in the war. Zelensky emphasized that there is no sign for Russia that they are considering a ceasefire or peace talk, but instead the situation points to more fighting ahead. President Donald Trump said he will know within minutes of meeting Russian leader Vladimir Putin whether a peace deal or Ukraine is possible. Speaking at a White House press conference, Trump called the upcoming meeting in Alaska a fill-out session. He said the outcome could be good or bad. Trump did not promise to include Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky in the talk, saying Zelensky had been in many meetings without ending the war. Trump said the next meeting might include both leaders and that he would update European allies afterward. He also mentioned that any big deal could involve land swap and future US-Russia trade if progress is made.
And I get along with Zelensky, but, I disagree with what he's done. Very, very severely disagree. This is a war that should have never happened, wouldn't have happened. But I'll be speaking to Zelensky. The next meeting will be with Zelensky and Putin, or Zelensky and Putin and me. I'll be there if they need, but I want to have a meeting set up between the two leaders. I was a little bothered by the fact that Zelensky was saying, well, I have to get constitutional approval. I mean, he's got approval to go into war and kill everybody, but he needs approval to do a land swap, because there'll be some land swapping going on. I know that through Russia and through conversations with everybody, to the good, for the good of Ukraine. Good stuff, not bad stuff. Also, some bad stuff for both. So there's good and there's bad. But it's very complex because you have lines that are very uneven, and there'll be some swapping, there'll be some changes in land, and the word that they will use is, they make changes. We're going to change the lines, the battle lines. Russia's occupied a big portion of Ukraine. They've occupied some very prime territory. We're going to try and get some of that territory back for Ukraine. But they've taken some very prime territory. They've taken largely ocean, in real estate we call it oceanfront property. That's always the most valuable property. If you're in a lake, a river, or an ocean, it's always the best property. Well, Ukraine, a lot of people don't know that Ukraine was largely 1,000 miles of ocean. That's gone. Other than...
We'll take another short break here. Stay tuned, we'll be right back. Welcome back, viewers. Let's get back with the news. The UK government has expanded its Deport Now Appeal Later scheme to include India and 14 other countries, increasing the list from 18 to 23 nations. This scheme allows foreign criminals to be deported to their home countries before their appeals are heard in the UK, with the option to participate in hearing remotely via video link. The goal is to prevent offenders from delaying their removal and staying in the UK long after their prison term ends. Since July 2024, more than 5,200 foreign nationals have been deported, a 14% increase from the previous year. These changes apply to current and future offenders, but terrorists, murderers, and those with life sentence must serve their full term before deportation. US President Donald Trump has agreed to extend a trade track with China for 90 more days, delaying a possible increase in tariff. The original deadline was set for Tuesday, which could have led to higher US tax on Chinese goods and China's retaliation. The pause gave both countries more time to work out their differences, and there might be a meeting between Trump and China's President Xi Jinping later this year. US business group are happy with this, saying it will help with planning and market access. Experts say the trade war could continue for years if these major problems aren't solved. Ethan Go, a young American influencer trying to fly solo to all 7 continents, have been stuck in Chilean Antarctica territory for over 6 weeks. He made an unimproved landing in June and gave false flight plane details to authorities. Go was only allowed to fly over Punta Arena in southern Chile but flew further south into Antarctica in his small plane. Chilean officials charged him with province false information and landing without permission. On Monday, a Chilean judge dropped the charges after Goa agreed to donate $30,000 to a children's cancer charity, leave Chilean territory quickly and not return for 3 years. A Chinese Navy warship collided with a China Coast Guard vessel on August 11 near Scarborough Shoal in the South China Sea, Philippine officials said. The collision happened while the Chinese ship was chasing a Philippine patrol boat. The Philippine Coast Guard was escorting boat bringing aid to local fishermen. Commander Jay said the Chinese ship made a risky move while chasing the Philippine vessel BRP Sulan, causing the crash. The Chinese Coast Guard spokesperson confirmed a confrontation but did not admit to the collision, saying they are acted to drive away Philippine boat. Philippine president promised to keep patrolling the area, which had been disrupted since China took control of the shoal in 2012. At least 55 people have been killed by Israeli forces in Gaza in the past days, local health officials said. Among those killed are the well-known journalist and 5 other media workers. Al Jazeera called the attack a targeted assassination. Hospital officials reported that more than 15 people died while waiting for aid at Zikim crossing in northern Gaza. Witnesses say Israeli forces fired at people seeking help in several places, marking gunfight a common event. At least 12 more people were killed trying to reach endpoint. The Gaza health minister says over 1,700 people have died from hunger since new aid system started in May. That is all for the Nltv English Primetime.